Hey, hi everyone. Today we are with Shahu Subham, who is the recent selectee of Cisco, graduating 2026. So, hi Subham.
Hi Dileep.
Okay, hope you are doing well. Could you please introduce yourself, your name, and which college you are studying?
Okay, thank you Dileep for the opportunity. So myself Subham Sahu, I am currently studying my final year in computer science of engineering from Gayatri Vidya Prasad College of Engineering, which is in Vizag. So I recently selected in Cisco in through Cisco Ideathon process.
Could you explain the eligibility criteria?
So basically every year Cisco comes with a program called Cisco Ideathon. So for the eligibility criteria of the Cisco Ideathon is that the candidate should have above 7 point CGPA and he should complete three courses from the Cisco Network Academy. The courses which will like Introduction to Cybersecurity, CCNA course and Python course. So and it should be final year. So these are the three eligibility criteria for Cisco Ideathon process.
Okay, first you have written online assessment round, right?
Yes.
Could you brief explain about the online assessment round?
So basically, the online assessment is having duration of 1 hour. So in that 1 hour, they will give us around 55 MCQs and one DSA question. So
Okay.
I got the DSA question is based on the topic of graph, which is basically a traversal type question. It's a medium to hard type question. And the MCQs, it covers topics like OOPS, DBMS, CN, and all the core subject. And also it will have little bit aptitude questions also, aptitude and reasoning questions. And also he will give some questions related to Cisco packages like showing different components of devices and ask some answers based on that.
Okay. What are the difficulty level that you have faced while writing online exam, Shubham?
So the DSA question is like medium to hard, but the MCQs are mostly easy to medium type. Like the aptitude questions and the core topics also, they are medium type questions only.
Okay. How many questions they have given to you?
So for MCQs, it was 55, 50 to 55 and one DSA question.
Okay. What are the topics that are covered in DSA question?
So for me, it was a graph question and a few of my friends got related to tree. Three questions also they got, but in my OA, I received a graph traversal question.
Okay, cool. Next round is PPT submission round and a problem statement, right? Could you briefly explain the problem statements that are given?
Okay, so the candidates who are shortlisted after the online assessment, so they will receive three problem statements. So the Cisco Ideathon will give us the problem statements. We have to choose any one of that. After that, we have to make a PPT on it. So they have given one related to AIML solution, one sustainability, and one related, I guess, one related to security type question. So in that, I choose an AIML based question problem statement. So the problem statement defines like in the rural areas, the internet connection, the uses of mobile is very less. So the peoples in the rural areas, they have less amount of medical facilities, doctor facilities also not there. So how could we use AIML solution to make their life better in the medical sector?
Okay.
So they have to we have to introduce any one of the idea which can solve the problem on related to the medical sector in the rural areas.
How you have approached solution for this problem statement that is given to you?
So I come up with a application, mobile application. So so in the mobile application, I have a image based identification where the user will initially the user will give tell the symptoms like it's like a chartboard. In the user first gives its symptoms like whether he feel cold, fever like that. after if he needed to upload any photos like somebody have injuries and skin infections, this of type candidates have to upload images. So based on that, our my AML model will predict what type of problem he is facing. After that, based on the disease or the issue he is facing, the application will recommend you to which type of hospital he should go. Like if he's facing from skin allergy, so the application will suggest him to go to the nearby skin specialty hospital. So
Okay.
mostly what happened that the rural areas, even they have what type of problems, they go to only the general hospital only. The general like PHE, primary healthcare centers in the villages only. So our application will recommend based on the issues, and also one of the important feature in my application is that it will work on in low internet connection only. Without internet also the application can work, because the models are predefined in the app only. When you install the predefined models also pre-installed in that mobile, and you can use anytime anywhere without an internet connection.
Based on your solution, does the interviewer ask you any questions related to the problem solved by you?
Okay, so in the PPT submission round, we need to just submit the PPT. So after the technical interview round, the first thing he asked about to present the PPT.
Okay.
So basically, the third round is technical interview round. In that technical interview round, the first thing he asked me to present the PPT. So then I explained all this, and he asked some questions related on that.
The first round is based on whole PPT submission that you have submitted.
Non-elimination round. The second round is.
Okay, second round is a non-elimination round. The next interview was technical interview rounds, right?
So the technical interview round is goes with 1 hour duration. So the first he asked me to present the PPT, the PPT presentation which I have submitted already. So I presented the PPT. He asked some questions related to the PPT, and what type of challenges, how the application work, what is the feasibility, what type of technical stacks will I use for the implementation. These are the question he asked. So after that, he asked me to explain my project in my which is present in my resume. So I explained my project, and he asked some of the tech stack, its workflow, and all the things he have asked related to the project. And after that, he asked some questions related to DBMS and OOPS concept. And then he goes to the main part of the interview, which is scenario based networking. I feel it was the most difficult part of the interview, scenario based networking. He asked me around 5 scenario based networking questions.
Okay. Have you remembered what questions exactly they have asked in interview?
So the scenario based one question I remember is um, so there are two people in a room, and there is a Wi-Fi router there. So the IP configuration and all the connection of router is perfect, and the other two users who are having mobile phones, they also having good internet connection, and the IP address of the both mobile is very perfect, and everything is nice. The users also can able to open the websites also, but the issue is when the person one is trying to send some messages to person 2, the message is not sending, like the receiver is not receiving the message from the person A. To ask me, what could be the reason for that problem?
What could be the reason for the question?
S- So what I did is, when he asked after 15 seconds, I instantly answered the question like MAC address. I said that the answer could be the MAC address only. There should be any misconfiguration in the MAC address. So he said that um, you are partially right. The MAC address is answered, but you are partially right. Just take your own time and think more and more. So after thinking one minute, I answered that NIC card, because the MAC address are present in the NIC card. So after that, he's satisfied with my question.
Okay.
Because the for sending the message from one device to another device, the MAC address is compulsory. So the MAC address is done that process. So I said the MAC address.
Okay, cool. Then what is the next questions that they have asked you?
Mm, so After that, he asked some questions like, after that, he asked me in which domain I was good at. So then I just tell like I was good at web development. So he then from that on point, he continuously asked around 12 questions related to the web development. He was asking which stack you are good at web development. So I mentioned that I was good at men stack. So he then asked questions like the React architecture, how front end and back end works. Oh, like he tell me to explain the workflow from front end to back end, how the things are works, and then back end status codes, and then routers in React. So like these are the questions he asked. Around 12 questions he asked, and initially he asked me questions like how the front end and back end works, but he mentioned that I should explain in such a way that the opposite person is beginner in web development. So the explanation should be so simple that the beginner also can able to understand. So
Okay.
I take an example and explain in a very easier way so that beginner can understand.
Okay. Cool. Apart from that, the interviewer asked any questions? Mm,
Just see, so lastly asked me questions related to the Cisco packet tracer. So he not go so depth. He just asked the what are the components present in the Cisco packet tracer, what type of commands I was using when I in my lab when I performing Cisco packet tracer project. He commands things and the switch routers, the difference, all the things related to some little bit questions related to the computer network.
okay. Well. Okay, Shubham. The next round is managerial round, right? What questions
Yes.
did the manager ask to you? Could you explain?
So initially he told me to introduce myself. So I start with my intro. Then he asked some projects which I mentioned in my resume. Then he asked my strength. So ask my strength. So I mentioned that my strength is leadership. Ask me in past whether you led any team like or not. So I mentioned that in national level Smart India Hackathon, I was the team lead, and we were the national level finalists. So after that, he asked some questions related to the SIH, and then he start his managerial type questions with related to the team lead. So the questions are like, how do you handle the pressure as a team lead in your team? What steps will you take if there is a conflict between your teammates? And like all the things related to the manager round, he asked related to about 7 to 8 questions.
Okay. 7 to 8 questions. Then what are the next questions that he asked to you?
So then he asked questions related to apart from team lead, did you participate in any team as a team member? So I mentioned that as I was participate as a team member in a team. So then ask questions related to the team collaboration, questions, behavioral type questions related to the team collaboration. Like so you had a conflict with your teammate and he's not listening your words like things, but he was wrong. So how could you explain him that guy is wrong? Like this was the managerial type questions he asked, and it was also around 8 to 8 questions, 8 to 9 questions he asked me.
The next round is hiring manager round, right?
Yes.
Okay. What questions do you got from the hiring manager?
So the manager round, she then also again asked questions related to my resume, like my projects, my achievements, and my strength, my weakness, and my hobbies, my skills, all the questions, and the HR questions related, the most common HR questions like I am able to relocate or remote, and flexibility in the hours, and all the things.
After HR round, all rounds are completed. How many days it took for you to wait for the results, and how they are communicated to you that you have selected for Cisco? Could you explain?
So after 2 weeks of the interviews, through our Cisco coordinator, ma'am, we got to know that three of our students from our college has been selected for the Cisco. So through our ma'am only, we got to know that.
Hmm.
After that, we got some mails regarding the selection, and finally, 2 days back, I received my offer letter.
Okay. Could you explain the preparation strategy get into Cisco? Any specific platforms or resources or any topics that you would recommend?
So after completion of my OA round, we got time around 15 to 20 days for the interviews. So the first thing I started to preparing for the computer network because they in Cisco they compulsory ask questions related to the computer network and scenario based questions. So I prepared mostly from the GFG website because the content was very simple and easy to understand. And then
Okay.
I watched some YouTube videos by previous year Cisco Ideathon candidate experience questions. They're all the things, and also some networking type interview questions are there in the YouTube which were available.
Okay. Is there any questions that the manager asked to you or
So yeah, so at the last he asked about 3 to 4 questions related to my role, which I get if I selected. Like, as you are selected for the consulting role in the future, if you told you to shift for the another role, will you shift or not? And so you have a urgent deadline to submit a project, but you had a problem in the family. So what you will would write related questions in the future if I join in the company. These are the behavior like type questions they have asked. After that, I asked feedback. So he said that it was good, like all that, and it was ended manager round.
what are the challenges that you have faced while doing the PPT or while selecting for the role? Do you face any challenges?
So the for the PPT round, I need to make the PPT in such a way that the interviewer can easily understand it, and my actual solution, my actual approach of the solution, so I can deliver as much as possible. And like he asked so many questions like my future implementation features and challenges. These are the things he asked more. And also he asked questions related to the ML because I was not from machine learning department, but he asked more number of questions related to the ML.
Okay.
But I can able to answer it most of that.
Okay. Okay. What are the advice that you will give to juniors that they are going to face the Cisco interviews by the next year or someone who is going to face interview for Cisco?
So for specifically Cisco, the my juniors or the other candidates first they should prepare computer network because Cisco compulsory ask questions related to the computer network and networking type questions. So in my preparation also, where I started with the computer network, also I spent around 1 to 2 weeks on preparing on the CN topics only. After that, I go to other core subjects. And also, for the Cisco Ideathon, they give us related to the consulting role type role they given to us so that they mostly expect confident how confidently we are answering the questions and how things are we are explaining to the interviewer. They mostly seeing that because the questions mostly are from the resume only.
Okay.
So they are checking our communication skills, explanation skills, and our confidence. Because in the future also, if the consulting engineers or they work also like same, because we have to mostly deal with the clients only.
Okay. Okay. So coming to your job role, when you are joining as intern and how you want to be, could you explain?
So I was selected for the consulting role. The Cisco Ideathon mostly they selected for the consulting, technical consulting, software consulting, and site reliability. So there will be 4 roles. I selected for the consulting role. So initially we had 6 month internship as a technical intern one. So after the 6 month internship, we will be converted as a full time for the consulting role. So for the consulting role, our major role is we have to deal with the clients. We are using our application, our softwares. So if they face any problems or things, we have to troubleshoot there. It will be whether related to the software related or technical, whatever it may be. We have to communicate and solve their problems. Like we are related to the customer experience section. With so in Cisco, there will be like customer experience section. You are from that section department.
Okay, Shubham. Thank you. Thank you for giving your interview experience to me as well as who is seeing this video. Uh, I wish it should be helpful for the people who is seeing this video. And thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Dilip, for the opportunity. So thank you for this because through you I can share my experience so that my juniors or other candidates can able to gain some info from this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.